Flying South. Chapter 6. Father's Dying Wish. The clouds were dark and cloudy. The tornado disappeared. Meanwhile, Andy was laying on the ground in the middle of forest. Andy opened his eyes slowly. "Oh, where am I?" Andy moaned in pain while he stood up. Andy thought about his brother and his father. "I gotta find Dad and Nick," Andy said worriedly. Andy tried to fly into the air, but his wings were damaged. "Ouch, my wings," Andy moaned in pain and agony. Andy's wings were crushed, and he couldn't fly for a while. "I guess I'm going to go on foot," then Andy said to himself worriedly. Andy started running through the forest searching for his dad and his brother. Moments later, "Dad, where are you?" Andy yelled out panically. Then, Andy heard a muttered voice came echoing from the distance. "Hello," Andy yelled confused. Andy ran towards the mysterious voice. Moments later, Andy spotted his father laying on a bush. "Dad," Andy yelled excitedly as he ran towards him. Andy approached him. Mr. Mallard was completely bruised all over, and his left eye was swollen. "Oh God, Dad, are you all right?" Andy asked panically. "Andy, is that you?" Mr. Mallard muttered softly. "Yes, I'm here, Dad," Andy said happily. "I'm glad you're okay, Andy," Mr. Mallard muttered softly. "Me too, Dad. Come on, let's go and find Nick," Andy said worriedly. "Oh, I don't think I can, Andy," Mr. Mallard muttered softly. "What do you mean? Of course you can. Come on, get up, I'll help you," Andy said. Andy reached over and tried to pick up his dad from the bush. Mr. Mallard moaned in pain and agony as he was being pulled from the bush. "Dad, what's wrong?" Andy asked worriedly. Seconds later, Mr. Mallard fell to the ground. There was a bloody puncture hole in his back. Andy's eyes widened in shock. Andy looked at the bushes, and he saw thorns on it. "Oh my God, you landed on a thorn bush, Dad," Andy yelled panically. Mr. Mallard was laying on the ground. The blood from the puncture wound was soaking the grass, as he was breathing heavily. "Oh no, 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 don't die on me, Dad, please," Andy yelled while he was crying. Andy was on his knees next to his dad. Mr. Mallard moaned softly. "Dad," Andy asked while tears were streaming from his eyes. "Listen, son, it looks like you are going to have to carry on without me," Mr. Mallard muttered softly. "Oh God, no, Dad, I can't do it. Not without you," Andy said while crying. "I know you can. It's going to be hard, but I know you will make it. I'm putting your brother in your hands for now on, and just remember, even if I'm gone, just look up in the sky if you want to see me," Mr. Mallard muttered softly. "What do you mean by that, Dad?" Andy asked while crying. "Oh, I love you, Andy, my son," Mr. Mallard muttered softly while smiling. Seconds later, Mr. Mallard stopped breathing and his eyes closed. Andy's eyes widened in shock. Tears were streaming from his face. "No," Andy screamed while crying panically. "Daddy, oh Daddy," Andy cried out as he hugged his dad lovingly.